his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
No good. After the miss, no change in the score. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a peek at them for the first time in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to the well. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Nevada. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking downfield, it's Warner. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Wide open spaces. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Calls his own double. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Nevada needs to convert on 3rd and short to keep the drive alive. Quarterback will keep it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Pulls it in. It's Floyd. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This Nevada offense really has it going. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Wolfpack with a really good time to take a shot on 2nd and inches. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. To the air, it's Purdy. A little release to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just keeps slinging it. Caught in the backfield, it's Woods. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end of the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Fresno State right back to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to throw, it's Warner. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
To the air on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To the air on second down. And the defense got him at the 27.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's caught. It's Freeman. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He slides that just inside the right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Woods. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Turner. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up the short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Steps away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. They'll leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. A run for the quarterback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Vance. He's got him in the flat. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Here we go. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. The sneak scores it.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides the back and leaves it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. To the air, it's Warner. Bringing the heat. Took a shot as he threw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up. There he goes! He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the 1st down marker.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to throw, it's Vance. Got his man on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to...
Touchdown, Wolfpack! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Reno. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Vance. It's complete on the right side. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Woods. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
Well, the running back really...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Wolfpack need this 3rd and short to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Nevada will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Runs from the tackle. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Fresno State right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Fires to the big fella. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Warner. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Floyd. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. And how about this tight end finding that soft spot after the play action froze him?
It's tough to do sometimes for these tight ends to kind of find zone defense and find the areas they need to work and make sure that they've got that communication with the QB. But these two right now are on the same page.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Warner. Quickly to the tight end. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working.
He's loose on the left. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Trying to run, it's Turner. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking to the big tight end. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Fresno State will have to punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Vance. Makes the grab on the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Freeman. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his tool.
Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the quarter, and it's Nevada holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Back to pass, it's Warner. Back open in the middle.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Okay, ready?
And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
29
To the air on first down. Working that left side now. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
They'll go up top on second and short. They're setting up the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Ashley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense plenty last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Vance. Gets it to the back. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's 3rd down. Using his feet. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
42, Spider. 4, ready.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they...
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Nevada kept it on the ground to pick up that last first down. Let's see if they can generate some more in the run game. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. They've been running it, but now the pass. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just
scores on the sneak.
That is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Warner. Rushes on him. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got his man to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. They send the tight end in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on across the middle on 1st down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Pocket breaking down. Complete to the right. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Finds a spot in the middle.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's going to take off. There he goes, and into the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Fresno State right back to the line. Back to throw, it's Warner. Touchdown Bulldogs! Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
27, Fresno State, 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Nevada comes to the line facing 3rd and long. On the move. Got the first down and still on his feet. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
The give on the option. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. The kick is on its way. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap